Hey guys, been a while since we've made a video, but I had a request on how to get like the light and airy look. So I told her I would make a video to show her how I do that, and here goes. I've already cropped and saved this picture. Just going to select my pointer tool. I'm going to start with a curves layer. I'm just going to bring up the center curves right here. I'm inverting that to make it a black mask. And I'm going to get my brush tool out. Sorry if I get ahead of myself. It's been a little while since I've done this. I want my brush all the way set to 100. I'm going to use my bracket keys to make it bigger. And just paint on that lightness right here. Okay. These pictures were done when it was really sunny outside, obviously. But we found us a little shade under the tree. But it still made the grass really bright back there. Now, even though you would really kind of think that grass would be considered a green, like if I come here to my adjustments panel and I want to adjust the colors or the hue and saturation, if I selected my greens right here, it's not really going to do much to that parts of the grass. I mean, it kind of does. But I really want to work, delete that. I really want to work with my yellows. So we go here, we select yellows, and I'm just going to drag the saturation down some. It's the yellow cast really that I want to get rid of. So there's where it was. There's where it is now. It also makes her hair look better. If you watch her hair, when I click on and off, I'm going to take a little bit back, or put a little bit of color back into it, because I don't want her to look like she has gray hair, but it just takes away those awful green and yellow casts. So I'm just selecting my brush, and I'm just going to paint it back on her hair, just to make it still shiny, and not looking gray, but not looking yellow and weird. Okay. It's looking better already. It's really not going to take a whole lot to make these where I want them. Let's go and do a levels layer. And right here where it says RGB, I'm going to select red. And in my output levels here, I'm just going to add 5. Just kind of adds like a little pink hue. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference. You may not be able to tell right here on this screen, but it's there. I'm going to come into my actions because I created this one action to do like a tan colored overlay. It's a color fill layer set to multiply and set to really low, but it kind of gives their skin just a warmth. I love the way that makes it look. Okay, now let's do some fun stuff. I'm going to Control-Shift-E, and it's going to flatten the whole thing. Right here in Adjustments, I want to do a curves layer with some red. I'm going to drag that up. I'm going to invert it. I want to make these little flowers with pink. Make sure your brush is set to white. Bring my percentage all the way up, and or my opacity all the way up, and then I'm going to just start painting on some pinky color. Again, not a big difference, but I can tell. And just paint them wherever you want. So I wish I could fast forward through this part so you wouldn't have to listen to all that clicking. Okay. So here it is with it, without. It just gives it some color. I'm going to go ahead and flatten that. Most people don't flatten their images all the way through. I do. I don't know. It's a weird habit. It's like an OCD. If it has too many things right here, it has to be flat for me. But that just means I can't go back and change anything. So if you feel like you want to go back and change something later, maybe take that pink off of that tree, don't flatten your image. I'm just confident that that's where I want it to be. Wait, what am I doing now? Okay. We are going to do a layer, new fill layer, solid color, and I want to do like a light beachy blue, I guess. I don't know what you would call that. Baby blue. I'm going to select my layer, or this mask. I'm going to come over here to my gradient tool, and want it there. Make sure your white's on top and your mask is selected. And then I'm just going to come in here and drag and make it a soft light. I don't know if you can tell. We gave it this blue haze. You know what? I don't like the blue. I don't. We're going to go change the color. Oh, wait, sorry. If you double click on this color thing here, it'll bring up your color and you can just change it. Let's make it lighter. Okay. If you're not noticing already, these layers are going to be what gives you that soft, hazy, airy look. But I don't want it on their faces. So I'm going to get my brush tool out, bracket keys to make it bigger. I mean, I do kind of want it on their faces, but not like washing them out. And I need my black brush, so I just hit X to bring the black back. Okay. See what that does. Alright. We will do, what will we do? Because I kind of like it. Let's do another one. Layer, new fill layer, solid color. Okay. Another light pink. It doesn't have to be the same. I think I got it pretty close. Select the mask. Get your brush. Make sure your white is on top. Oh, we gotta be on gradient tool. And I'm coming and drag from this side. And I'm just going to set it to soft light. That looks good. Sorry. Let's do something a little more dramatic. Let's see. Control-Shift-E is going to flatten it. Control-J is going to make a copy because I don't want to work on my background in case I don't like it. I'm going to get my clone stamp and I want to hit Alt and click on it so that I can select an area that I want to copy. I'm going to go back. Every time you see this pointer thing pop up, it's because I'm hitting Alt. Just reselect the area that I want. I'm just going to paint off some of those. It was a fence back here. Over here. Okay, I want to get rid of the road because I feel like it cuts them in half. So I'm just going to paint it on there. Make it a little bit bigger so I can get it done faster. I don't like how that grass made that line, so we will just do it all one shade. To do this right here though, because I don't want to get it on her shirt. I could get it off a different way, but this way I'm going to use my quick select tool and I'm going to come here on her black shirt and just select all the black shirt, even this little piece right here. I'm going to hit Control J, and that makes a layer of her shirt so that when you're painting back here in this hole to get rid of that piece of grass or that piece of concrete, it's not going to paint on top of her shirt. So let's go this way and get my clone stamp. But make sure you're back on this layer, not there. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. Knock at the door. I never have knocks at the door. But anyway, where were we? We are making a layer of her shirt, and we're going to paint the grass back here behind her. I could copy the tree, but the way it is out of focus right here, sorry that this thing is flying around. The way it's out of focus right here, I don't want to make it have a harsh line. So I'm just going to work with it, and I'll show you how to erase if you go over here on the tree. So we've got our clone stamp. I'm going to hit Alt and select where I want to start copying from and just start painting it on. See, it's not really affecting the tree a whole lot. Let's get over here to her shirt, and you can see that I'm painting on her shirt, but I'm not painting on her shirt. It's great. Again, I don't like that dark grass. Alright, I'm going to scroll over here. See, now this grass is a completely different color, and her hair is going to be probably difficult to work with. But we'll get through it together. I'm going to flatten all of this and make another copy of the background. And I'm going to get my selection tool out. Let's try to select her hair. This could show you guys how to do something I literally just learned how to do not too long ago. So I'm going to select her hair right here. Bear with me in case I mess up. Oh, Control Alt Z. I went too far. So I just backed it up with that. Okay. I'm going to click Refine Edge, and it's going to take me in here. This Refine Edge tool, I'm still learning, but for the most part, I think I've got it. I'm going to take my radius up to about 2.0. Okay, this little brush needs to be selected, and you come over here and you just brush around her hair. Like I said, very new to this. But it's going to get those fine hairs that we're missing whenever we just select and then start painting on. We would have painted over all these little ends and these little points at the bottom of her hair, and that just wouldn't look very natural. Okay, I'm going to come and smooth a little bit, and I think I'm just going to hit OK. Like I said, very new. Now Control J to make a copy of that hair. Alright, clone stamp. And we'll start painting again. Easy peasy. And I like to take from random places, because if you take from the same place over and over, you end up with a pattern. And it looks very strange and very unnatural. So I'm just going to go through right here on top of her hair. And I think it worked. Still don't like that dark grass. Alright, what's going on right here? I may have to just flatten it. Control J, get my stamp tool out again, and come in here with a very tiny brush and brush it in. Maybe even bring my opacity down so that we're not really covering her hair up too much. I'm not liking the way that looks. I'm too picky, you guys. I'm really too picky.